Hi, and a very warm welcome to Wellbeing Mission Control. I'm Greg Parry. I'm a wellbeing specialist. I'm really glad you could join me today. And I thought it might be interesting for us to explore a topic which usually escapes our attention, but it's really one of the pivotal foundations for pretty much everything that you do, everything you're going to do. And it's your belief system. What is he talking about? Let's just go back to basics. Your conscious mind is picking up a tiny fraction of a percentage point of all the information that's flowing around us. Your unconscious is picking up everything else. So if we're having this conversation via the video, most of the information that's flowing around us is completely lost. We're not aware of it. The conscious mind, at least, is blithely oblivious to what's going on. The way you pick out that tiny fraction of the data around you for your perception to pick up on is through your belief system. We've got a filtration device within the brain. It's called the reticular activator system, and it just chops out the vast majority of the data. And that's why, as individuals, we can have very different appreciations of what's happening, different recollections of the past, different recollections of what's going on around us. But if you choose to adjust your belief system just a fraction, if you make a subtle shift to the emotional field, you change the way that you filter the information. And that's why beliefs are so important. And if we can make a very simple declaration that we're willing to perhaps move beyond these artificial limitations that we impose on ourselves about what we can really achieve, what we can learn, what we can experience, what we can have in terms of fulfilling relationships, success, whatever that means to you, we can understand, not just with our minds, but at a deep emotional level, that we are very much in control of that process if we choose to be. And if we adopt belief systems which are supportive, helpful, encouraging, positive, creative, those beliefs are going to have a direct impact on the quality of your life. Because when you shift the filter, just a little tiny adjustment, you pick up a different range of information. The data that's flowing around you, that's completely invisible, suddenly becomes available. You notice it. And that's why sometimes when people have these little adjustments, they think, oh my goodness, it's like a miracle. These things suddenly came from nowhere. No, they were always there. The information was always present. We're just not equipped to detect it. We see the things that in many ways we want to see, based on our belief system, based on our emotional fabric. So this is a really interesting topic to explore, because your ability to move beyond the frontiers of what you think is possible for yourself, your ability to achieve a level of success and fulfillment, whatever that means to you as an individual, is very much conditioned by the limitations imposed by your belief system. Sometimes we need somebody. We need a mentor, a close friend, a colleague who can just push us a little bit further, can challenge those barriers and limitations so that we feel that we can move a little further, expand the range of our experience, encounter new possibilities, new opportunities. These are completely natural phenomena, and I thought it might be interesting to touch on it today. What do you think? It does require perhaps a little bit of analysis, a little bit of self-awareness, maybe even our favorite term of the year, mindfulness, for you to be aware of how your feelings, your beliefs are impacting on your decisions, your choices, what you think is possible and what isn't possible. Now, I do invite comments, and I've had some interesting questions recently about what I'm doing, and I've been involved in wellness for a long time, but I'm also involved in running a couple of other businesses. So I take time out each day just to sit in the corner of the office and just make these simple videos just to share some of my experience with you, in the hope that we're making the world a better place, just one person at a time. For that reason, this is not something that I'm doing all the time, but I'm drawing on nearly 30 years of experience to see if some of those ideas could be useful for you. Let me know what you think. I hope that's answered some of the questions you've been putting to me about my background, and I will be back with you very soon, but in the meantime, you have a wonderful day.